Dear graduates, distingués invités, chers collègues, family and friends, bonjour and welcome. My name is Anne-Marie Croteau, and I'm the Dean of the John Molson School of Business, one of the largest and best business schools in the world. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this special ceremony. At Convocation, we celebrate you, our graduates. The business world has changed tremendously since you began your studies. Jobs exist today that did not exist then. Entire industries exist today that did not exist then. But since coming to JMSB, you too have changed tremendously, and you have learned a lot. You have acquired new knowledge, developed new skills, and life new experiences. So yes, the business world has evolved, and so have you. I know that you have a bright future ahead of you. I know that you're ready to make your mark a positive and impactful one. And I know that the entire JMSB and Concordia community will be proud to watch you succeed. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Félicitations à chacun et chacune de nos nouveaux diplômés. Now, please join Mrs. Colin Bartley, mezzo-soprano, in the singing of O Canada. Thank you.
Please be seated. Dear graduates, invités distingués, mesdames et messieurs, félicitations à chacun et chacune de nos nouveaux diplômés en cette magnifique journée de réjouissance. Graduation is a special day for your support, networks, your families, loved ones, and friends, as well as the Concordia community and your fellow alumni who have collectively collaborated with you to make this day possible. I am thrilled and honored to share this milestone with you. La valeur d'une formation universitaire est incontestable, et en obtenant votre diplôme, vous avez acquis un grand avantage dans notre société, mais il y a d'autres choses. As Nelson Mandela famously said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. All of you are now equipped with this weapon. The question is, how will you use it? Certains et certaines d'entre vous seront des décideurs politiques et des leaders. D'autres seront des bâtisseurs ou des créateurs ou encore des scientifiques ou des chercheurs dont les découvertes transformeront le monde. Thomas Edison made 1,000 attempts at inventing the light bulb. When he finally succeeded, a reporter asked him what it felt like to fail 1,000 times. Edison replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." As someone whose path to success has often required far more than 1,000 such steps, I encourage you to adopt a similar perspective as you embark upon the next chapter in your lives. Success is not determined by financial wealth or even the approval of our peers, but rather success is defined by the extent to which we are able to build our communities and help our fellow citizens. As the saying goes, no man is an island. I stand before you today on the shoulders of the many people whose guidance and support who have helped me along the way. My point is, while it's true that our backgrounds and circumstances may have influenced who we are, it is equally true that each of us is responsible for who we become. You must continue to be open with outstretched arms and open hands, to be willing to receive, but it is imperative that you be willing to give. Whether financially or through the gift of your knowledge and time, I urge each of you to give back to the university and your community by investing in its future generations of graduates, just as previous generations have invested in you. Define your success by the degree to which you positively affect people in your lives. En tant que citoyens avertis et engagés, vous, les diplômés, êtes bien placés pour exercer une influence extrêmement bénéfique sur notre monde en évolution constante. Your participation is critical. We are facing some of the most difficult challenges in human history, including climate change, environmental sustainability, gender, race, and social inequality, and global economic and political instability, and the Habs not making the playoffs. There is no shortage of opportunity to get involved. There is no methodology that cannot be improved, and no science, engineering, art, or business that cannot be enhanced by the energy, enthusiasm, and skills you all possess. Progress and change now lie squarely in your hands. You do not need magic to change the world. You all carry the power you need inside you to make it happen by questioning and imagining with your knowledge and your passion. To thrive rather than merely survive, you will have to be adaptable and resilient. You will have to be leaders of change, not followers. Do not be afraid to lead, not only by example, but also by exerting a positive influence on those around you. Remember that if you elevate others, you elevate yourself. I know that for many of you, this is a period that can be unsettling, given the uncertainty that may lie ahead. You are transitioning from an environment where everyone told you what you should do to an environment where you now have to decide for yourself what you want to do. And believe me when I say your growth will not be in a straight line. Without hyperbole, that decision, what you want to do, is among the most important you will ever make, which is why I urge you to look at these next few years as a continuation of your educational journey. Now is the time to truly discover your passions, to ask the right questions, to acquire the knowledge necessary to succeed. Don't just chase the fast paycheck. The money will come. Know-how and solid experience trumps all. Maybe not use that word again. Now, I'm sure many of you are thinking that it's easy for someone in my position to stand up here and say the money will come. And I'm all too aware of the financial pressures facing so many of you right now. But keep in mind that I started with nothing. My only external resources were the education I received here at Concordia and the network of mentors I accumulated. Wherever you go and whatever you do, the harvest of knowledge, experience, and values that you have learned and absorbed at Concordia will be as relevant for society as you make it. Take advantage of the mentorship resources and community that exists at Concordia to aid you in your journey even after you have left here. Many of you may end up working in jobs that don't exist yet. With the rapid pace of technology and the advent of artificial intelligence, increased automation, and robotics, the world is transforming before our eyes. Success in the future will require an adaptability and willingness to change. Be bold, be imaginative, be prepared to fail, and to continue to learn and to succeed. Trust me, you can and will make a difference if you follow your passions. When you discover your passion, you will find your life to be an absolute joy. Je vous encourage à rêver, à explorer les choses qui n'existent pas encore, puisque c'est ainsi que vous allez changer le monde et bâtir l'avenir. I am happy that we share a meaningful connection through Concordia, and I hope that today is the beginning of your new lifelong bond with your university and your community. I wish you all good health, good luck, and good fortune. Chapeau et merci. I would like to ask Dr. Alan Shepard to address the convocation.
We're lucky to have a chancellor with a sense of humor who's so devoted to his alma mater. Thank you, Chancellor. Bonjour, bienvenue à toutes et à tous. C'est un grand plaisir d'être parmi vous pour ce bel événement. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that Concordia University and today's ceremony are located on unceded indigenous lands. The Kanien'kehá:ka Nation are recognized as the custodians of the lands and the waters in which we gather today. And Tiohtià:ke, or Montreal, is historically known as a gathering place for many First Nations. Today, of course, it's home to a diverse population of Indigenous and other peoples. We respect these continued connections with the past, the present, and the future, and our ongoing relationships with Indigenous and other people in the Montreal community. Community, that's what today's, yes. And community is what today's festivities are all about. To our graduates, all of us are proud of you, and your family and your friends, they're proud of you too, for sure. Yes, somebody up there is very proud. Sounds like a little one. As hard as you work to get here, your education does not, of course, end today. It's a lifelong process, and increasingly so in a knowledge society that seems to go faster and faster. As you continue your own learning, the ideas you've engaged with at Concordia, the experiences you've had at your alma mater, will help you make sense of a complex world and become leaders in it. And Concordia will always be a part of who you are. As we celebrate your personal achievements together, it's important to remember the day is also about the bigger picture. Your own education from kindergarten through an undergraduate or graduate degree is also an investment in the greater social fabric and making our community stronger. The world needs you. Partout où je rencontre des diplômés de Concordia, j'entends souvent les histoires du changement positif que les expériences universitaires les ont apporté, de grands succès dont ils bénéficient et la différence quand même. Ils apportent dans le monde. In the midst of our celebrations, I also want to ensure that we remember those who are less fortunate than us, those who do not have the advantages of a university education, those affected by war, affected by poverty, affected by extremism. Education continues to be a powerful antidote to the world's problems. It builds understanding, binds us together. Education makes hope possible. Félicitations encore, bonne chance et à la prochaine.
Mr. Chancellor, it is my honor to present to you Ms. Claire Akamanzi, a public administrator who has contributed greatly to Rwanda's Renaissance. Claire Akamanzi was born and raised in Uganda to Rwandan refugee parents, and despite having to move frequently, she eventually obtained degrees in trade and investment law. She began her career as a diplomat in London, then a trade negotiator at the World Trade Organization in Geneva. But her talents soon attracted the attention of Rwandan President Paul Kagame. Elle a été responsable de la stratégie et de la politique du président Kagame et fait actuellement partie de son cabinet. Peu importe où elle va, Madame Akamanzi se démarque par son dévouement. En 2016, à l'obtention de son diplôme de maîtrise en administration publique de la Harvard Kennedy School, elle s'est vue accorder 3 distinctions. Une première pour son excellence universitaire, une deuxième pour son attachement au service public et une troisième pour sa contribution à la communauté. She considers the greatest of Rwanda's many natural resources its people. An emphasis on science and technology is at the center of policies the current government has adopted to transform from an agrarian to a service-based economy. As CEO of the Rwanda Development Board, she's helping spur private sector growth and attract foreign investment to expand the country's finance, telecommunication, and travel industry, among others. Under her oversight, investment and tourism have grown. Rwanda Air, for example, has capitalized on its central location and tourism to become a hub for Africa and the continent's fastest growing airline. Thanks to all these policies and their rigorous measurement and reporting, the country has climbed 150 places on the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business Index since 2006. Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of Senate and the Board of Governors, it is my privilege and honor to present to you Ms. Claire Akamanzi, so that you may confer upon her the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
I would now like to ask our new doctor, Dr. Amanzi, to address the convocation. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President and Vice Chancellor, honored platform guests, graduating class, family and friends, good morning. I'd like to begin by expressing my most sincere appreciation to Concordia University. I'm truly humbled by this recognition. But I must say, you have put pressure on me. I now feel thoroughly motivated to live up to the expectations of one with the honorary doctorate. This honor does not accrue to me as an individual, but to my country and the leadership team I have been proud to contribute to, led by our president, who is the giant on whose shoulders we all stand. We serve the people of Rwanda and are continually inspired by them. Their resilience and determination demonstrates that the pursuit of excellence is a choice available to anyone, from anywhere, no matter how bad the hand that fate has apportioned to you. The genocide against Tutsis was stopped in 1994, when young, brave men and women liberated our country and restored a sense of unified nationhood. Until then, many of us, myself included, had been born in exile to refugee parents, with little hope of ever having a country to call our own. Those experiences not only instilled a strong incentive to work hard and succeed, but also a determination to eliminate all the underlying causes of refugee status for ourselves and others. After the tragedy that meant reimagining Rwanda as a country on a path to prosperity, rather than just one that survives on the charity of others. My main contribution began in 2006, when I was appointed Deputy Director General in our National Investment Agency. I did not feel ready. I was only 27. I figured there had been some mistake. Maybe someone thought I was much older than I actually was. It felt like being given an Airbus 380 to fly with hardly a pilot's license, or maybe to be politically correct, I should say Bombardier. I compensated by trying to dress the part with oversized dark suits, high-heeled shoes, big jewelry, and an older lady's hairstyle. I soon realized this was nothing special. In Rwanda's context, everyone was called upon to do things they may not feel prepared for. Our country had been thrown in the deep end of history, and it was sink or swim. I faced doubt, fear, and sure I did make mistakes. But I also learned a whole lot from them, particularly that failure to act was more costly than the mistakes resulting from taking action. So I started to relax and focus on doing the very best for my country. But our leaders knew what they were doing. There was a lot of support from above, beginning with my president, a real team spirit. My first lesson was that a key role for any leader is to support and mentor the next generation of leaders and create an effective team. The second lesson that I learned is that credibility is earned. Results speak loudest. Only 24 years ago, Rwanda was a failed state. Today, we have made good progress, a fact that serves as a beacon of hope for other countries in difficulty. There's always a positive way forward. For example, Rwanda, as the country that has made the most progress on the United Nations Human Development Index over the last 25 years. And we also rose to be ranked the 5th safest country in the world, as well as the 2nd easiest place to do business in Africa. Rwanda has also achieved the biggest drops in maternal and child mortality ever recorded. Ladies and gentlemen, how can a country transcend tragedy? Let me share 4 thoughts that may be relevant to you. First, never accept the status quo. However much the odds are against you, you can always aim and achieve better. Never underestimate your potential to be among the best in the world. We refused the notion that Africa is dirty and disorganized. We reject the idea that Africa lacks the ability to rise and prosper on its own. Second, aim high and stay focused on your goals. We are not a wealthy country, but we've built a national airline, a national broadband fiber optic infrastructure with 4G LTE connectivity, and a world-class convention center. We were told that these were wrong priorities for a poor country, but we were convinced that private sector development is the most sustainable poverty reduction strategy, so we stayed the course. Third, leave no one behind, be inclusive. In order to build a country that all Rwandans, for the very first time, identified with, everyone had to participate. We created platforms for national debate, including town hall sessions hosted by the president and other leaders in all the corners of the country. Whatever you choose to do in life, always remember this. Involving others in designing solutions that affect them will ensure ownership and ultimately sustainability. Lastly, stand for what is right and be willing to fight for it, even if it's not popular. Two years ago, the East African community of several countries decided to discourage importation of used second-hand clothing in order to promote domestic textile production and also restore the dignity of our people so they could also wear new clothing. The United States recently retaliated with a tariff on exports of new clothing from Rwanda. Does that sound familiar, Canada? But it was the right thing to do, and we are standing by it. Dignity is not granted. You have to claim it. In Rwanda, we call this agaciro. Young Africans and their leaders today demand for equal representation globally and for a voice. I hope you become the generation that takes Africa as a partner, as a place of opportunity and possibility, and not as a target of pity. I wish to conclude by extending a very special word of gratitude to all the parents and families here today. My own family has been a pillar of support throughout my life journey, and I'm sure that is the case for all of you today. I thank them, I thank my country, and above all, I wish you every success in your endeavors. Thank you for your kind attention.
I want to thank you so much for your powerful remarks. We're dealing with the future leadership of our country, and I think the values that you've instilled in our graduating class today will last with them as very powerful messages. Thank you. While our graduates prepare to cross the stage, I invite you to enjoy the music of the Encore Brass Quintet. Thank you.
I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Business Administration. Besher Hamayri. Suha Al-Kraini. Alexander Anishin. Raid Atir. Francisco Azares. Rajan Bansal. Sean Band. Gaurav Kumar Barpaga. Gary Berdowski. Patrice Boulanger. Fadi Braike. Sanya Budraja. Alexi Cameron. Charles Carranza. Tianyu Shang. Luc Chapdelaine. Hamid Chapeka. Valérie Consolante. Anouk Anne Coxon. Samara Crawford. Sina Dadras. Josie Di Paolo. Chi Duo. Jean-Claude Dupuis. Alan Aliskov. Mackenzie Emond. Floris Ensink. Paul Farkas. Shumin Fang. Huajun Fu. Juliana Garcia. Marcos Garcia Marti. Frédéric Gemme. Megan George. Elena Grager. Stephanie Hart. Hina Horelchuk. Janabi Azarika. Yulong Huang. Chufan Jiang. Richard Ongjan Jovanovic. Vanessa Caras. Mohammed Azam Khan. Sabrina Lavoie. Hong Yang Lee. Sizia Lang. Xiaoling Yang. Xiaoyun Liu. Shuangli Liu. Jeffrey Lin. Winner of the Cadra Chemicals MBA medal, donated by Cadra Chemicals Limited, and awarded to the highest ranking student graduating with the degree of Master of Magisteriate in Business Administration. Charles Majot. Sajad Majidizadeh Bozorgi. Joan Macker. Gérald Marcel. Melissa Medawar. Subhashish Mehra. Sanda Meng. Jessica Minhas. Ali Mohammadi. Wanyao Mo. Mirave Mohammadi. Jean-François Morin. Rashad Murtada. Charles Edward Mo. Misbah Natour. Vivienne Ogugwa Asley. Zakaria Olbasha. Jean-Pierre Paradis. Rex Parapili. Kuldeep Patni. Deepak Pada. Ramchandru Peripoli. Edmiela Profka. Tongda Kiao. Vineshwaran Ramaraj. Louis-Philippe Renaud. Stephen Ricciardi. Mark Rodriguez. Alma Rufael. Antonio Santaguida. Anthony Schitone. Tatiana Shukina. Varsha Verma Shikar. Tianying Shen. Alexander Semenier. Mukesh Taneja. Yibing Tong. Alejandro Velez. Lionel Ventura. Arthur Vilner. Jingshuang Wang. Kaini Wang. Yao Wei. Shannon Julia Wilcox. Yuan Wu. Yiran Shu. Shuang Yang. Jing Zhang. Yunhu Zhao. Sean Zimmerman.
I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor's of Baccalaureate in Administration. Alexandra Bonani. Stamatis Boras. Sorin Alexandru Brela. Joseph Brandoni. Manuel de Moya. Elizabeth Durocher. Daniel Givon. Yassine Ismail. Elizabeth Kang. Jonathan Lai. Corina Paluzzi. Sabrina Bernatozzi. Ethan Purnell, with distinction, winner of the Administration Medal, awarded to the highest ranking student graduating with a degree of Bachelor's of Baccalaureate in Administration. Sarah White. Umayma Zaki. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor's of Baccalaureate in Commerce from the following departments: Economics, Finance. Jared Kavanaugh. Vincent Hega. Sarah Hazan. Danush Sahebi. Reem Abdul Gawad. It's okay. Poyan Abul Hassan Zadeh, with distinction. Danielle Aflalo. Daniel Ahmed. Kostas Alexandrou. Hashem Ali, with distinction. Maria Amalia Alvarez. Michael Ambrosino. Cyril May Ancana. Vasilios Arnautelis. Rodrigo Arambide Suarez. Stuart Asprey. Avery Assayag. Baptiste Attar. Simran Ojla. Ali Awaida. Manel Azeli. Muley Abdurrahman Bada. Rupinder Bagri. Scott Baker. Ioana Baltatu, with distinction. Austin Barbosa. Philippe Bazil. Katia Bayat. Alia Daira. Melanie Bedard. Vincent Bélanger. Mamoun Benani. Andrew Justin Benoit. Camden Bigard. Joshua Bilodeau, with distinction. Nicholas Biondi.
Baole. Tara Lesuk Pokinboroda. Chi Feng Li. Yuan Li. Frederick Carkett Low. Rourke Low. Antonio Maravintano. Diego Martinez. Kelly McManus. Gabrielle Moroz with distinction. Joshua Murphy with great distinction, winner of the Supply Chain and Business Technology Management Medal, awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in Supply Chain and Business Technology Management. Fakir Noam. Adrian Nere with distinction. Tankun Guen with distinction. Jasmine Araz. Sura Paul. Pierre-Olivier Paquin. Maximo Paredes. Alexandre Patnaud. Celestina Petruzzi. Alexandre Pierre. Michelle Pizzola with distinction. Stella Polifroni. Omera Feroz Kamar. Jan Rochefort. Holly Rowett with distinction. Julia Ruffolo. Bullard Salah. Samuel Timothy Salinas. Sarah Sameni. Stephanie Shank. Sudho Sabata. Vincent Surgery. Shu Rong Shao. Gabriel Steinberg. George Stefan. Jessica Zeto. Nanan Tang. Eric Bang Tritran with distinction. Kevin Trang Yuen with distinction. Kevin Ventura Ribeiro. Kyla McElvira, Nicholas Vittoria, Jija Wang, Brittany Wolf, Massimo Franco Zigrelli, Xian Zhao, Ryan Towns,
Test.
I'd like to ask Emma Alguire to provide the valedictorian address.
We made it. Chancellor Wiener, President and Vice Chancellor Shepard, Dr. Akamanzi, distinguished guests and participants, family, friends, and of course, my fellow students. It is almost surreal to be standing here today, and I mean that now more than ever. We have spent countless hours huddled together in study rooms that I hope came with a window, shared resources and study tips with each other on the CASA JMSB Facebook page, patiently waited for the elevator in the MB lobby, and enjoyed more than a few evenings together at Reggie's. We've dreamed of this day, and moments ago, we officially became a piece of the John Molson School of Business's history and walked across this stage to become the 2018 graduating class. Today, we celebrate our academic achievements, the growth we have experienced since we began our university journey, and the mark we have helped JMSB to make on the world. But let us not forget that today is also a day to appreciate and give thanks to all of those who helped us get here. To the staff and administration who provided us with invaluable guidance and advice anytime we needed it. To the faculty who filled our heads with knowledge and inspired us to always be creative in how we apply it. And to the family and friends who continuously propped us up when we simply lacked the ability to do so alone. Thank you, merci beaucoup. It is on this point of recognizing the impact of others on our lives that I would like to begin. JMSB is so much more than an institution of excellence and higher learning. It is a community, a family of which we will always be part of. For me, that's a powerful sentiment, especially as we prepare to enter the workforce as the business leaders of tomorrow. We have been told over and over that we are the group that will help shape the world, make the greatest chip in the glass ceiling yet, and make diversity in the workplace a standard rather than a corporate target. We have also been fiercely encouraged to find passion in our work and build careers that will get us out of bed every morning. As exciting as that all is, it is also incredibly daunting. Where do we start? What do we do if we haven't discovered our passion yet? There are no academic advisors or information desks to give us answers to those questions. So instead, let us pull from the relationships we have formed and the lessons we have learned throughout our time at JMSB, and find comfort in knowing that this place where we have spent the last 3, 4, for some of us 5 years of our lives, this place has indeed prepared us for the journey ahead. That being said, there's no question that every person who walked across this stage today has lived a unique university experience. Some of us proudly brought JMSB's hot-to-go spirit to case competitions around the world, or spent semesters studying at institutions abroad. Some of us strengthened Concordia's reputation for excellence as member of the Cooperative Education Program. Others made their mark through active involvement in student associations, Career Management Services volunteer program, or managing over $2.5 million real dollars through the Kenneth Woods Portfolio Management Program. But there are also those who balance their studies with fuller part-time jobs, caring for family members young and old, dealing with the homesickness that comes from studying in a different city, province, or country, and facing other personal struggles we will never even know about. Despite the diversity of our experiences and the different paths we have taken to get here today, we leave JMSB with something powerful shared among us. This place has shaped each and every one of us into capable and resilient individuals who can dominate any mountain that we come to. Bringing us back to our question from earlier today, where do we go? Well, that is our next mountain. For most of us, we will not discover our passions with our first job, and it will not always be clear what our next move should be. It is only by venturing into this next stage of our lives with an unwavering trust in ourselves and a willingness to push beyond our boundaries that we will find our own place in this world and make the mark we are so enthusiastically hoping to. Of course, this means holding true to what's gotten us here today: hard work, perseverance, embracing help when it is extended to us. But I would also like to leave you with 3 small pieces of advice, powerful things that I have learned throughout the past few years. First, create your own opportunities for growth. Our learning does not end with the completion of our degrees. Furthermore, our careers will not be made by climbing linear ladders, but rather by zigzagging and exploring different things. So seek value in every job, every task that comes across your desk, and treat what seems like even the most insignificant things as an opportunity to learn something new. This will help make you not only a more well-rounded professional, but it will lead you that much closer to finding what you truly love doing. Secondly, surround yourself with people who are as invested in your success as you are. We did not get here alone. We all have people in our lives who helped us cram for exams, complete those huge group projects, and push along to get to the finish line today. Especially as young professionals, the best managers and colleagues will be those who see your potential and guide you, challenge you to understand it yourself. Make these people your mentors and soak in every bit of encouragement that they have for you. And finally, and perhaps for me most importantly, do not limit your search for passion to just your career. Build a career that gets you out of bed every morning. Find something that you love, but do not build lives that only include work. Nurture your relationships. Travel the world as much as you can. Embrace your hobbies and find passion in everyday life, because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. And with that, we leave our university experience with heads full of knowledge, our hearts full from the friendships we have formed, and the unbreakable self-confidence that no matter what mountain we come to in the future, it may push us, it may slow us down, but it will not stop us. Even more, let us never forget that today binds us not only as the graduating class of 2018, probably the only graduating class to ever walk across the stage in the dark, but today binds us as a family. We are collectively setting out on this new adventure to show the world what we're made of. And with everything that we have learned at the John Molson School of Business, we are more than ready. Congratulations, félicitations.
Emma, thank you so much for your wise words and taking us from darkness to light. I'd like to just briefly wish you all congratulations on this great day. We apologize. This was a cas fortuit. It's Hydro-Quebec, and they got us with light a good hour ahead of when they said they would. I believe it was a transformer, so it's not something we could control, but thank you for your patience. I would like to ask Deputy Provost Lisa Ossigi to give us closing remarks. Thank you.
I want to thank you all for your patience and your enthusiasm in support of the terrific and successful graduating class of 2018. Graduates, before you step outside of our dark auditorium into your bright future, I offer one last message. Concordia will always be your university, and as alumni of Concordia, you'll always be our best ambassadors. Thank you for choosing our university as the pathway to your future. Félicitations, au revoir, à bientôt.